remember when I worked as a waitress too. Originally, I was supposed to get the earlier shifts, but who knows what happened? Like, I was supposed to be part-time because I was still young, and I was supposed to get the day shifts. I ended up getting the night shifts, and I ended up like being scheduled in as if I was full-time, and being told, "Oh well, you know, you'd have to switch shifts. Like, you'd have to reach out and switch shifts." And I was like, I said I could do this like 3 times a week. I'm on this 6 times this week. And they were late! The shifts were late, so I would get home like 1 or 2 a.m. Mother Al was like, "You have to quit." I was like, "What do you want from me, Mother Al?" You wanted me to get a job! This is having a job, Mother Al! I'm sorry! She's like, "Tell them to schedule you earlier." I'm like, "I can't!" I didn't do that for too long.
Past workplaces.
Yeah, I brought this up because we found out that we have also a matching similarity here. Yeah. Well, where have we both worked before?
Hotels.
Hotels, yeah. What part of the hotel did you work in?
I was front desk, so I was a receptionist. So I took all the calls.
Me too, mainly, but more like everything. I was trained for everything. Like for 3 years, I did like a apprenticeship. Like Germany and Austria have this like apprenticeship system where you go to like a specific school for whatever job you're choosing for 2 months in a year, and then the rest is the workplace. But you get paid shit. But yeah, a lot of people do this instead of high school. And you can do it even when you're an adult, though. I did that, and then I worked also in a hotel after that, before I joined Holo.
Me too. I didn't know that you worked at a hotel before. So I was like, oh!
I think I really liked it. I mean, there were, of course, like some days that, you know, where the guests really piss you off when they have, like, especially in like expensive hotels, and you get like guests who have really high standards. And they think there's something better than you. And also when they come from different cultures, they just by standard think they're better than you. So, you know, you gotta deal with that shit. And it was fun though. I still liked it. I loved my colleagues too.
Yeah, it's amazing the people
you didn't like your colleagues, did you?
Well, I actually loved my colleagues, but my situation was a bit different. So I actually, my hotel sucked, and I would be the only person there ever. Like when
smaller type hotel.
And so no cleaners, no one to do laundry. So I would be doing all the receptionist stuff, as well as like if a room had to be cleaned, I had to go do it.
With small hotels, there's a risk that you get yourself in such a position,
but
which
underpaid
is unfortunate.
too. So I left. But I would really like to someday in like the far future, after you know everything. I think it'd be fun to work in like a really high-end hotel in like a really nice city. You know? Yeah. Because like think about it. It'd just be so fun.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like hard to imagine to ever go back to a normal job again after 3 years of doing this. But you know, because of my hotel experience and me just being able to work in like touristic jobs because of the training that I did and the languages that I speak, I don't know if you know this, but I once signed up for Lufthansa. I went to Lufthansa auditions, the German airline, and I made it in, and I was about to become a cabin attendant. I was about to start my training. I even canceled my apartment and everything, and found an apartment in Munich because that was going to be my base. It was going to happen, but then I said something in my health exam that me over and it was all canceled. I will forever cherish that one memory picture that I have, because I went to an open audition, which was like they had this venue where, you know, they did a whole day of auditions, and I passed, and then at the end I would take pictures with, like a picture with the Lufthansa cabin attendants next to me, and I will forever cherish that picture. I was almost in Lufthansa. That's what you get for being too honest.
Yeah, lie next time.
Yeah, don't be too honest, guys. No, okay, it's
good to be honest.
Health is definitely very important to be honest about when it comes to, you know, these flying jobs. But for me, it was something that didn't matter, but I still was too honest about it, and they kind of misunderstood it, and yeah, that's why they canceled me.
Can't believe they canceled you.
They canceled me! Hate cancel culture!
if I have to like take some time off or something, I'll let you guys know, okay? Like you know, you can't just take off time from work, right? And then like you know, not tell your boss what you're doing, right? I did that once though, because I was working at it was like a holiday store. It was like a Christmas store. One of the employees, they went into the locker I had all my stuff in, and I had an iPod Nano, and they stole it from me. And then I told the boss lady, I was like, boss, someone stole from me. What are you gonna do about it? And she's like, I can't do anything about it. You gotta report it to the police. And then I was like, and then I just didn't feel like going into work because I didn't like working there. And then I didn't call in or anything. I just stopped going. And then the coworker lady, she called me and she's like, you can't do that. You can't just not go into work. You have to call. And I'm like, oh, because it was like my first job, and I was just like, oh, this job. Well, also at that job, because they were like, we need you to, you know, we need you to smile more. Why should I smile? What's there to smile about? The Christmas spirit. I don't know. I can't really like force myself to smile. You hate a lot when you work to retail. Well, I asked them. I said, can I just be in the back like doing stock or something? Because you'd have to go down the aisles like a little checkboard and like check if there was any stuff that you needed to restock, right? I was like, can I just do restocking? And they're like, no, we want you on the cash register. And I'm like, just imagine myself at the cash register. My hands are like all sweaty and shaking, and I'm like, here's your change. And then I drop it and it falls all over the floor. And then I always would say the wrong thing.
Atomic Panda Sloth got a job today, so I'm pretty happy about that. Hey, congrats! I hope the new job goes well. I hope your coworkers are better to work with than the last one. I know how it feels to work with people. I had some experience working at some jobs, and it's quite a pain. So, yeah, best of luck. No, it's just that. Okay, I'll be. I guess I could be honest. The job that I was working at was customer service. Yeah, I'll end it at that. I think you can kind of finish the thought.
Good. Do you have any other gross or funny stories from when you had the quote-unquote maid job? One time I was house sitting, I guess you would say. It was for like a family of, I don't know, they had kids. I know they had kids. And I got a phone call at like early morning. I was like, hello? And these people said, can you come unclog my toilet? I said, there's a device to do that. And I told him where the plunger, what's called the plunger, I told him where it was. And they said, no, you need to come do this. Excuse me? Sir, it is 8 in the morning. I didn't say this part, but I was thinking to myself, you are more than capable of doing this yourself, sir. Excuse me. The audacity. The audacity! Could you do that to somebody? I mean, maybe when you're like a baby? Can babies even clog a toilet? I don't think children can clog toilets. Now, being a delivery driver was pretty chill. I'd always start. I don't know how delivery apps work nowadays, but I'd always start in the nicer neighborhoods, so it would ensure you'd get a pretty good tip. I was making bank! Except, I know I lost money. At least the first month I did it, I lost money. Because this was back in the day. And back in the day, the orders were not done directly through whatever app you're using. The delivery driver would have to call in the order for you. And then you'd have to use a credit card that was given to you by delivery company. Anyways, I remember there were a few days where the company credit card wasn't working, and I had to use my own debit card to pay for these people's food. And I was told I'd be reimbursed. And they're like, oh, just provide the receipts and send them to this email and we'll pay you back. I don't think I was ever paid back, and it was like $300. You're super cool. Thank you for giving me food.
Yeah, your boy was a waitress a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I saw the clip of that.
I cannot name the establishment, but you said that they were not very nice for the
They were
customer.
not. I mean, you know, the staff, they did their best to be kind. It was just the customers. It was a rough time, but I made it. It built character.
Did
know?
you destroy them?
No, not quite as much as I wish that I could have, but my manager did fist fight with the person that threw tequila in my face. Or was it vodka?
Oh, my closest experience was just I was essentially sort of customer service, except I had to physically go to talk to people and yell over them. And I'll be like managing like groups of 5 or 12 and telling them, shut the f up! Shut up! You listen here!
You shut your mouth, boy!
There's this guy, he was just waiting for his place to be cleaned up and stuff, right? We told him the waiting time, this is the waiting time, mister. You just gotta wait a little while more. And then there was only like 5 minutes, like, we're finally cleaning it now. Your place is gonna be ready soon. And then for some reason, he couldn't wait anymore. He only had 5 more minutes, and then he was about to leave, and then he was giving me like the vibes, like the evil I'm about to smash your face in vibes. And like, but mister. And then I took it very calmly, but I had the adrenaline rush right after, so I just cried. Just like, okay, I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom now.